Frank Bonada here for LowKickMMA. Today I'm joined by the now 15th ranked UFC middleweight Ian Heinisch ahead of his fight with Kelvin Gastelum on February 13th. How are you, Ian?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Hard training is winding down and just focused on recovery now and getting after it and getting ready to head up to Vegas next week.
How's the whole training camp been so far for you?
It's been really good. It's been long. We found out about this fight about we were originally supposed to fight January 30th and I think it was like 10 or 11 weeks out, and then it got pushed back 2 more weeks. So it's been quite the camp, but there's been a lot of growth, and I'm healthy and I'm ready to go.
Excellent. No impacts from COVID at all on the camp? Is it changed for you at all from your previous camps?
I mean, not really. No, we train in small groups, which I like, but I already got COVID, with my last fight getting pulled. So they said I'm good for 3 months. So I'm really not concerned about it at this point, and just doing a lot of recovery stuff, keeping my body and my immune system strong, and just not overtraining.
Mm-hmm. So you've got a fight with Kelvin Gastelum booked, which is a big name in the UFC, but you just alluded to the Brendan Allen fight, which was cancelled. Seemed to be a bit of animosity between the two of you at times. Is that a fight you'd look to get back at any time in your career?
Not really. No, I mean, he's lost. He's not ranked. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for me right now. I gave him his opportunity. He didn't want to take an opportunity. And, I mean, the fight, things happen you can't control, like injuries and COVID, but I was willing to fight with him 2 weeks later. It was an opportunity for him to be able to fight a ranked fighter. He decided to fight unranked fighter, and hats off to Sean Strickland, got the knockout, got the 50 Gs. I felt like that was my knockout, but a better and bigger opportunity came, and I roll with the punches. If he works his way back up, I'll fight him. I would love to fight him. I mean, he's talked a lot of smack. I don't really know why. I don't know the guy. I've never talked to him. He seems to have some hate towards me, but it is what it is, man. We can get in that cage. But for now, I have a goal in mind, and that's getting back in the top 10, and he's not even near that. So.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Talking of getting back into the top 10, Kelvin Gastelum, your upcoming opponent, possibly the biggest name that you've fought so far. How do you see him as an opponent?
Yeah, I mean, he's a big name. He's, your next fight's usually always your biggest, and he's fought the who's who, kind of like Derek Brunson, but he's fought for a title. He's been up there. He's experienced, but I feel he's a little one-dimensional. He's got great boxing, but for me, it's just to be unpredictable. This fight, mix it up. Strike with him, brawl a little, clinch with him, take him down. Just mix everything up, because the second I get one-dimensional, he's very good at timing people, and that's where he gets his knockouts. So my whole goal is to mix things up on him and just be elusive and unpredictable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I had a look at his resume earlier, and never lost a fight by KO. You've got that massive overhand that Mishart saw firsthand. How do you see your power coming up against his incredible chin?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys. He's, hard-headed Mexican. He's super tough. He's durable, but I feel like anyone can be slept at any time. So I feel I do have the power to do it. It's going to have to be an amazing setup, and I do have the power to put him out. But for me, just the main goal is look for the finish always and get my hand raised.
Mm-hmm. So you're fighting UFC 258. Recently, we had Uriah Hall and Chris Weidman drop out. They were the original co-headline. Do you know if yourself and Gastelum will be bumped up to that position?
I honestly don't know at this point right now. It's up in the air. I know they're looking for some replacements, and who knows? For me, whether I fight the first fight or the last fight, it's the same result, same mindset. So I try not to look too deep into it. If the UFC contacts me, I know I'll be on the UFC embedded, and so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. So if you do get the victory against Gastelum, do you see a top 10 ranking as like a reasonable reward for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you go beat a guy in the top 10, you're usually in the top 10 that Tuesday in the rankings. And, my goal is just to be super active this year. Last year, I had a lot of, injuries, COVID, all this stuff came up, got a bunch of fight canceled, grew so much, trained in Thailand for a little while, trained at Extreme Couture, trained around different gyms with Genesis and Team Elevation out here in Colorado. Really grew, really got outside of my comfort zone. The people only got to see about a minute 15 seconds last year, and that was what I was calling the Hurricane 2.0. It's been about 6 months since then, and the Hurricane 3.0 is coming out in 2021. And I plan on being active. I plan on showcasing all the new skills and just showing people the new me.
Mm-hmm. How many fights are you looking to get in 2021?
Ideally, I would like to get 4 this year.
Is there any matchups in that top 10 that stand out to you, appeal to you?
Absolutely. I mean, you see the division get shook up all the time. That's why I knew my opportunity was coming soon. I just had to wait for it, and I was ready to fight Brendan Allen. But obviously, when that fight fell out, you see Kevin Holland and guys like Marvin Vettori take super huge jumps in the division. Division's full of opportunity. It's getting shooken around, and I knew my time would come as long as I just keep winning and doing what I'm doing. And so I just got to sit down with my manager and make sure that someone I call out is a good call out. Like, they don't have a fight booked, and obviously it's a good ranking, and someone who's available to fight. So there's a lot of guys I have my eyes on, but just tune in on February 13th. I'm going to have a great call out, and you'll get to see.
I don't doubt it. Just as you start climbing the rankings, you see the current middleweight champions just moved up to light heavyweight, sorry. What's your opinion on Izzy moving up to challenge Jan?
I mean, he's doing what he thinks is right for his career right now. Obviously, if I was in the top 5, if I was a contender, it would be very frustrating because I'd want to get that shot. But for now, I just want the guy to keep winning. I want him to keep doing his thing, and I want to be the first guy to beat him. I feel that solidifies my legacy. So, that's the end goal, to beat Israel. So I want him to keep winning. I want him to stay on top. I want him to stay undefeated, and I'll be making my way up there soon.
Okay. Do you have a prediction for Izzy versus Jan? How do you see it going?
Yeah, I mean, I think Izzy might be able to pick him apart. I mean, Jan's got the big knockout power, so we'll kind of see how it plays out. Honestly, it's such a wild card fight. It's hard to predict, but it's going to be exciting to watch. So, Jan's not the hugest draw. Izzy's got some stardom power, so it'll be interesting. And I'm guessing, win or lose, he'll probably come back to the middleweight division after that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, the impacts of COVID on 2020 limited your growth in UFC rankings. What goals do you have for 2021 now? Where do you want to end up by the end of the year?
Like I said, man, I want to be super active. I want to make my name known. The Hurricane 3.0, the new and improved me, is coming hard this year. I want to, God willing, stay injury free and be able to get these fights going and just make my name known in the division where people see I'm a force to be reckoned with, and put some respect on the name, and be up there with the contenders, and start making my way to the line or the queue for the next title shot.
Okay. Yeah, well, I look forward to it. Just lastly, on LowKickMMA, we've been doing predictions for Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, the boxing fight. Any chance we get your prediction on it? Yeah,
I mean, obviously, Ben Askren is a combat sport vet. He is a guy who has fought years, in Japan and over here in the States. His striking's always been his weakest point, but I feel he's still gotten way more years of experience than Jake Paul. But the last YouTube video, or Instagram video of him hitting the bag, I don't know if that was a smoke screen, but I hope he's not trying to bring that to the table, because that didn't look good. I'll have to go with Ben Askren, and maybe he's the underdog. I would put some money on that, just because I could see Jake Paul just getting punched out, swinging crazy. Yeah, that's hard. A wrestler going into boxing. I'm just gonna go with the wrestler just because I'm a wrestler and I'm rooting for him.
Okay, great. Yeah, I spoke to Jared Bandera last week, and he said he just wanted Askren to go for a double leg takedown.
Yeah. Throw him right out of the ring. That'd be awesome.
Exactly. All right.
Yep.
Thank you, Ian, for coming
Thank you.
on. Really appreciate
Absolutely.
it. And
Yes, sir.
best of luck in your fight.
I appreciate it, man. Tune in. UFC 258, February 13th. Me and Gastelum looking to steal the show. Get that performance bonus of the night. Let's go.
Awesome.